As you must have seen from the title of this video, these are the Pro 4s. Now, before I start my verdict, I would like to commend them on the design because this might hardly be the only category where this AirPods Pro 4 might actually get a thumbs up throughout the whole video. But let's see. Without any further ado, let's get to it. Alright, so out of the box you get a user manual which we'll get to in a bit, the port in the case of course, and a USB lightning cable which we'll also get to in a bit. As for the manual, you get this tiny two-fold mini page manual that is very hard to read, actually very inconvenient. So I'll just tell you what is in it. So in the manual you see a label view of the ports, just telling you where the mic, the touch sensors, and how to charge the charging ports. Then by your right, by the side of the manual, you see a guide to use the touch sensors. So basically, I'll put that on the screen, so if you want to read this, you can actually pause the video because it's quite hard to read, very hard to read for me. So the downsides, if you actually pause the video, you notice that the last function of the touch sensor says Siri function instead of Siri function, or better still, voice assistant activator. By the way, there will be a separate video on that coming up. Well, this is not really an issue because it's a Chinese company, so they might actually misspell some of the English words. But that's not even the main issue, like I said earlier with these. So the main issue, the first real downside about this is the audibility. When I say it's too audible, well, it's not silent. It's not silent. Like, this is very audible. In fact, it's like you're not even using AirPods. Like, it sounds like it's coming out of your phone speaker. Like, what's the point of getting AirPods when you want the person right next to you to hear exactly what you're listening to? Like, AirPods are for privacy, not to spill out all. Like, they just did a bad job on this. This is the first reason why I wouldn't recommend this to anyone at all. Okay, another one is the charging cable. The USB lightning cable, whatever they call it. I'm not sure whether this is actually lightning. I wouldn't recommend you put this on your iPhone. While some of you may argue that this is looking really nice, it's looking perfectly fine. I mean, it's just a cable. Well, my experience was quite different because here's what happened. So after a month of usage, it unexpectedly stopped working. Like, I tried countless times, it just wouldn't work. I tried various techniques, it just wouldn't charge the ports, the case. Then right when I was about to head on to Jumia to get a new cable, I remembered wireless charging. I tried that, then it also didn't work. I was so confused. Like, I actually thought it was the case that was defective, but turns out it wasn't. Because when I tried the cable for my TWS headphones over here, I don't think the camera actually picked that. Oh yeah, the TWS headphones over here, it didn't work. It worked, sorry. Yeah. So that's reason number 2, guys. The charging cable is really misleading, and I don't know whether it's the product that is defective or it's my own pair. I just don't know whether this is what they do to all their products. But yeah, for me, it didn't work. I actually did in the beginning comment them on the design, but let's be real, guys. Isn't this just another Apple clone? Like, it looks exactly like the Apple AirPods, but just the one without the buds. So it means no noise cancellation or any active noise cancellation or any passive noise cancellation on this device at all. Like, okay, first you make it not private, then no noise cancellation. Like, why would anyone even get this? I'm just regretting right now. Well, that's reason number 3, guys. Reason number 3, no noise cancellation. Okay, at this point, the video is not even long, but at this point, you guys may already be suspecting that this product is very useless, which I've said countless times because it is. But there's actually one good side about this. Actually, just one good thing about this that I will mention by the end of the video. Okay, yet another problem that I faced with this was the battery life. Yes, the battery life is also misleading. So at the back of the box, it says it has 120 hours. 120 hours. But hold on, guys. In the manual, it says 6 hours. 6 hours of battery life. How can you go from 120 to 6 hours? Like, but guess what? In reality, it's barely 3 to 4 hours. Just 3 to 4 hours. Like, what's the point? what's the point of this, man? So frustrated. The profiles are out. Maybe they might have resolved these issues. I really hope they do, because if they do, that might also be a separate video. But yeah, the one good side, or the one good thing about these AirPods is the price. It's $6. So now you guys must already know why all these mishaps are accompanied with this. It's because of the price. It's very cheap. $6, like 6,000 plus in Naira. Like, I actually got mine a year ago for way less, around $4,500, which is like barely $3 or something. So it's just like, it's like the cheapest AirPods you can get right now in the market, the Pro 4s. But I wouldn't recommend them, obviously. And now my final verdict, if you haven't already noticed throughout the whole video, which is quite hard to believe, is don't get this unless you don't mind strangers listening to your private voice notes or your best jams, or if you are fine with barely 4 hours of battery life, or if you like the cable that just won't work. To sum it all up, while these AirPods Pro 4s may seem appealing due to its price, the audio quality I forgot to mention, which is quite good. Some might consider it good because it's crazy loud, but it doesn't have all the mids and the highs, and you get the point, right? And yeah, obviously the design, it's Apple-like design. They actually copy Apple. But these AirPods have numerous issues, which I mentioned throughout the video, like the poor sound isolation, aka noise cancelling, or the charging cable, the misleading charging cable, the case if you want to count that, and obviously the misleading battery life. Altogether, they make this a bad investment. So it's better you save up your money, get something better like the Apple AirPods. But just remember that quality comes at a price, a huge price for some products. Okay, that's about it. I don't think I put this mic well, but that's about it for the video. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Just do whatever to support the channel, so YouTube can also recommend my content to others. If you like this content, please share it, and without any hesitation, peace.
모습은 숨기고 살아야지. 사람들은 그 모습만 본다나니까 하나 둘씩 사랑